Hello everyone, welcome to another interesting tutorial on this channel. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to make this gorgeous net fascinator. If you are new on this channel and you are yet to subscribe, quickly hit that subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. So the materials I'm going to be needing for this tutorial are net. Okay, it's also known as tulle net. Can you see that? I'll also be needing some feathers for embellishment, some crinoline, a matching color of thread and needle, bias stripe, measuring tape, a pair of pliers to cut the fascinator wire, paper tape, UHU gum, a comb, a pair of scissors, and lastly I'll be needing a fascinator wire. Now let's jump right into the tutorial. I'll start by cutting out the fascinator wire. The type of fascinator wire I'm using is the copper like fascinator wire that is very firm. Can you see? Now there's this other type that is flexible. It's very flexible. Okay, so the copper-like fascinator wire is more suitable for this type of fascinator and not the flexible type I just showed you. Now I'm going to cut the fascinator wire using my pair of pliers. Now I will measure out the length I want to use. There is no specific measurement. Okay, I could go with either 30 or 35. So I'm going to be cutting 35 inches. I'm using my pair of pliers to do that. Now, most persons find it difficult to cut this fascinator wire, especially beginners. Just watch what I'm doing on the screen. You understand better on how to cut this wire. Okay, so after cutting the fascinator wire, I'm going to just straighten that out. Then I will put both tips of the fascinator wire together like so. Now I'll get my paper tape. I'll cut the paper tape and then I will divide it from the middle like so to enable me tape the fascinator wire neatly. So I'm going to place both tips of the fascinator wire together and then I'm going to tape the fascinator wire like so. So basically we want to hold that down with the paper tape. After taping the fascinator wire, can you see that? So you have to ensure that this is very neat. Okay, now I will get the matching color of thread. You may want to use bias stripe for this part. You may want to use bias stripe to tape the fascinator around. If you are going to be using bias stripe, then you'll be needing UHU gum to gum the bias stripe down. I will illustrate that in another tutorial, but in this particular tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to use thread to tape the fascinator. Now my thread is 8 strand. I doubled it into 8 strand. I'm going to tie here. Can you see? You don't want the thread to be bulky while you are tying. Just tie once or twice. Then you are going to go like so. Okay. So basically you want to tape the fascinator wire from this. You want to tape the whole of the fascinator wire from this end and then you take it around to the beginning where you started from. So I'm going to do that now and then I will get back and show us the finished look. After wrapping the fascinator wire with the thread, I'm going to knot the thread like so. Then I'll cut out the excess thread using my scissors. Now I will take the net and spread it like so. Then I will place the fascinator wire on it, after which I'm going to fold. Okay, so you want to just gather this like so. You just gather it. Now I will drag the tip of the net and hold it with my left hand. So you want to hold that tight. Can you see? Okay, so this is the back. So you want to ensure that you are holding that part very tight. The part I'm holding with my left hand. Then I will use my right hand to just twist this. Just watch closely what I'm doing. So the more you twist, the more you have this curved like shape. But if you want yours to be straight, if you don't want it to be curved like this, you just leave it and ensure that it's very tight and don't twist like I'm twisting. Okay. So once you've gotten what you want and you are sure that you are holding the net very tight, it's very tight and firm, you then get your needle and thread. So I'm going to take my needle and my thread. I'll pass the needle like so. Then I will use that thread to twist it like so. Can you see? So I'm trying to secure that firmly. Then I'll also use my needle and my thread. You can get the needle again and just pass it through. You want to ensure that this is very firm. This is firm, like it's very tight. Now get the needle and thread and I'll pass it to the back of the fascinator. I'll also pass it to the front. So I'll just take it in for about 2 to 3 times as a way of securing it or tying that part that I gathered. Now I'm going to secure this very well. If you don't secure this, after cutting out the SS2 net, you observe that some nets will be coming out, like it's not firm. So you want to secure this firmly and tie it very well before you cut out the SS thread and then the 2 nets. After cutting out the excess net, the next thing I will be doing is to beautify the fascinator. Now this part where I cut the SS2 net is the front, okay, and the other side is the back. So in other words, the part that I gathered is the front. Now I'm going to take the crinoline. I've used this particular crinoline before, so that's why it's looking a bit rough. So I want to use it to illustrate and teach us how to create a simple design with crinoline. So I just have to secure that edge with my needle and my thread. Then I will make my bow design like so. Can you see? The crinoline measures about 2 yards or 1.5 yards. So you could just maybe use 2 yards or 1.5 yards. There's no specific measurement depending on how full or scanty you want this design to look. So I will also bring that part in like so. Then I will secure it using the needle and the thread. So you want to ensure that you secure this firmly. I'll take my needle and my thread in, out, okay. So you just watch closely what I'm doing on the screen. I'm creating this design. I'll secure that first before I continue. Okay, so before I continue with the loop design, I have to secure that first. Then I'll make another loop here, like so. Then I'll secure that down. I'll just tie. Then I'll use my needle and my threads to go in and out. Can you see? This design is very easy to make and it can serve as a mini fascinator. In other words, if you don't want to make a net fascinator, you could just make this crinoline fascinator and then you attach the feathers to it. Then you have your bridesmaid fascinator or a simple crinoline fascinator. If you have made it this far to this part of the video and you are yet to subscribe to this channel, quickly tap that subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell to get notifications whenever we upload new videos. So like I said earlier, this could serve as a fascinator on its own. You may want to just get your comb, attach the comb to the back, then you attach the feathers to the front, and you have your bridesmaid fascinator or a simple fascinator. But then we are going to be attaching this design to the main design, which is the net design. So I'll get my needle and my thread and then I'll tack it down to the net fascinator. So you already know you already know the part that is the back and the front of the net fascinator. I'm tacking it down to the front of the net fascinator like so. After tacking the crinoline design to the fascinator, I'm going to get the feathers and arrange the feathers on the fascinator like so. I'll get my needle and my thread to tack it down. So you may want to use flower if you don't want to use feathers. Can you see? So it's a bit difficult to pass for the thread to just go freely because of the feathers I used it to tack. So I have to drag that firmly. Okay, so please endeavor to always double your thread to about 4 strands when you are trying to tack your feathers or your design down. So I'll bring the needle and thread in out. When I'm done securing the feathers to the design, I'm going to knot the thread at the back, after which I'll cut out the excess thread using my scissors. Now I'm about to attach the comb to the back of the fascinator. I'll be using the comb and this tool net. If you don't want to use comb, you may want to get some elastic band. Then you need something to place on the elastic band like so. You just cut small piece out, then you place it like so. You tack it down. Can you see? But for this tutorial, I'll be teaching you how to use comb. Alright, now I'm going to get a small piece of tool net. the net is too fat, so I'm going to divide that into two. Okay, I'll get the net and then the comb. I actually divided the comb into two because I want a situation whereby the comb can pass freely. I was not trying to economize the comb, okay? I was just wanted I want a situation whereby the comb will just pass freely, or be able to just go into whatever my client is wearing, probably a wig or a hair. Can you see? So I will just take it like so, just pass it through the tips of the comb like so. Can you see? Then I'm going to tie here. I'll knot that now, and then I'll cut out the excess 2 net. Now the reason for doing this is to make my work neat. I don't want to pass the needle and the thread through the comb like that. It will look a bit rough, so I just have to do this first to make my work a bit professional before I tack it down. Now I will determine the side that is going to be facing front in my client's head. Okay, so I'll tack it down in this direction like so. Can you see? So that part is going to be facing front and the other side is the back. Now I'll take the comb. So ensure that this part is the part facing upward, this part of the comb. So I'm going to pass the thread like so. Ensure that your thread is doubled, please. So just pass the thread like so, and you pass it through the 2 nets in the comb and then through the fascinator itself. So to understand this whole process better, you just have to watch closely what I'm doing on the screen. You really have to take your time to tack this down neatly, because this is more or less like the finishing part of the fascinator, so you don't just want to rush this. So after tacking it down, this is what I have as the finished look of our net fascinator. If you got value from watching this video, please endeavor to give this video a thumbs up, comment on this video, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel for more tutorial videos.